Today in Social Studies, we are finishing Chapter 7 and doing the Reading Further portion. And this is going to be all about caring for Central Park. Maybe you have heard of Central Park before. It says people work together to provide services in a community. It takes many workers to care for a large city park. Who takes care of New York City's Central Park? Working in Central Park is like coming home, Maria Hernandez says. I grew up in this park. It has been my playground since I was a child. Maria takes care of everything that grows in the park. That's a big job. Thousands of trees grow in the park. There are many kinds of flowers. Lots of grass grows in the park too. So right here on this page, we have a photograph. And to go along with the photograph, we have another non-fiction text feature. It's important to the photograph, and that's a caption. The caption goes along with the photograph and it tells more about what is happening. It says, Central Park gives people in the city a lot of room to have fun. So let's take a little further look at this picture, and I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit. Erase the red dot though. There we go. So everything that you see that is green is Central Park. All that it's green is Central Park. You can even see a little bit of blue, which means that they have water within Central Park, ponds. Looks even like a little bit of a swimming pool right there. I also notice looks like a golf course. Central Park is surrounded by New York City. Maybe you've been to New York City, so you can see all the buildings, all those buildings. That is New York City. So this is a park that people go to visit. Not only do people who are visiting New York City come here because it's a place that they'd like to see and explore, but people who live in New York City, this is where they go to have a picnic. This is where they go to jog. This is where they go to read under a tree. This place has zoos and gardens. This place has ponds and a swimming pool. There's lots to do here. So think of all the parks or playgrounds that you have near you in your area, but this one is just much, much, much bigger. I've taken a map from the internet, and it says right here, Central Park map. There's a little bit of information, and I picked one. There was a lot to choose from, but I wanted one that I knew that would have a map key, because that is something that we talk about a lot in social studies. So I have put a little bit of a yellow rectangle around the map key, because I wanted us to notice those types of things. Also, the map, though, shows us many different things that might be important along the map. The title of the map, Central Park map, hours, when you can go to the park, visitor center and facilities. The visitor center reminds me of the Welcome Center from when we listened to See Westburg by bus. Points of interest, which that is all the places that you might want to go see. Connect with us, and then the map key. Take my little yellow dots. So on the map key, there's visitor center, playground, food, restrooms, roads, drive, pedestrian path, which means like walking paths. And then you should be able to see those types of symbols along the map. And I also see something very important that I'm going to circle in red, which is our compass rose, which shows the directions on a map. So this is just one map of Central Park. Oops. This is just one map of Central Park. There are many, many, many maps. I just wanted to choose one that had a map key. Central Park is very large, though. There are lots of things to do. Where it says points of interest, this doesn't cover everything that there is in this park. But there are some things that you can do. There's a zoo, a children's zoo. And there's a regular, just Central Park Zoo. There's a band shell where you might listen to music. There's fountains and gardens and theaters and tennis courts, restaurants. Wow. So let's hear more about what Maria has to say. Luckily for Maria, lots of workers help care for the park. They all have the same goal. They want the park to be a safe and happy place. They want everyone to enjoy its beauty. Maria helps the gardeners plant flowers and water the plants. She talks with planners. They share ideas about things to change in the park. Maria works with volunteers. Together they fix things in the park. And a volunteer is somebody who isn't paid to work there, but they want to help out. Sometimes there are concerts in the park. Thousands of people sit on the grass. Maria tells the workers how to protect the lawns. So I made a little bit of a connection there where it says sometimes there are concerts in the park. That kind of reminds me of places around here. I know that there are many years in the past, there are places where you can go sit out on lawns and parks and kind of listen to concerts in the summertime. Now think of that maybe in like your local Grand Ledge or Lansing, but this has thousands of people instead of maybe 30 or 50. And we'll see a picture of that in just a second. But our other photograph, beautiful tulip, says in our caption, many workers care for Central Park's flowers and trees. Maria helps care for the birds that live in Central Park. One day, a baby bird could not fly from its nest. Its leg was caught in a piece of string. An urban park ranger called Maria. Together, they freed the bird and took it to an animal hospital. Birds are not the only animals in the park. Thousands of dogs love to play in Central Park. Maria works with the dog owners. She helps them follow the rules. Well, it sounds like if there are thousands of dogs playing in the park, there has to be rules. Maybe keeping them on a leash would be an important rule. That way, everybody can play safely in the park. But before I read the purple letters, I want to look at our photograph because that goes along with what we just talked about. This looks like the concert going on in the park. You have the conductor and all the people. And it says, everyone can enjoy the park. Now, from what I just read to you on the page, Maria talked about an urban park ranger that helped her with the bird that had its leg caught in a piece of string. Maybe you've heard of a park ranger before. So the park rangers that work in New York City at Central Park are called urban park rangers. And urban park rangers help with guided tours and wildlife management. They teach programs and outdoor education. They help people explore and be safe while also keeping the parks in good condition. It sounds like the urban park rangers are an important part of the Central Park community. They provide an important service along with Maria and the volunteers. All of these people are providing services. All of these people are providing services. They're helping take care of this community. And this is they're all doing different ways of helping. Children do community service projects in the park. Maria wants children to learn about the park. I want kids to know that the park is more than a playground, she said. I want them to learn how to take care of this special place. Maria loves her job in Central Park. It makes me feel good to know that people have confidence in me, she said. I love working with people, and I love working with living things. At the end of the day, I can see that I have made something better. So I have put a little dash here where it says, because I want us to think about for a minute, children do community service projects in the park. Service projects. And it sounds like they're providing a service. They're helping others. I'm wondering, maybe they are picking up trash, because we know that unfortunately some people do not always take care of their trash. Maybe they are planting flowers. Maybe they are taking care of the gardens. I'm sure that there are lots of different community service projects that they could be doing in this park to help keep it safe and clean. So the children, Maria, the urban park rangers, they all help provide service in a community. And this community is the very large Central Park that's in New York City. And they're providing different ways of helping, and that's called a service. I hope you enjoyed listening to this video, and I hope that you have a great weekend.